Everyone could use some help with some legal advice from time to time, and we have the perfect law office to help.
We do. Laura Dellutri is back to introduce you to the law office of St. Surin and Caruthers.
Good morning. I'm here with Gishard St. Surin, CEO of law firm of St. Surin and Caruthers, and Janice Caruthers, who is the COO. I want to thank you both for being here this morning.
Good morning.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you. And I'm not an attorney, but both of you are. And today we are talking about something very important, the 5 things attorneys wish you knew. So we're going to go right through them. Number 1, we don't write the laws. 2, our legal system is a process. 3, attorneys are not miracle workers, and sometimes all we can do is mitigate the damages. 4, self-help is not good help. And number 5, you're going to explain what you mean by this one. Jailhouse lawyers do not listen to case results from other people. Facts and situations are different. So let's go back to number 1. Let's start with that one.
Number 1 is we do not write the laws. I wish we could.
Yes.
And there are a lot of laws that we don't necessarily agree with, or we don't agree they should be applied to certain situations. But as attorneys, we are sworn to uphold and follow the law the same way judges are, the same way our officers are. We have to follow the laws as they're written unless or until we can get the laws changed.
Right. Okay, that's a good one, because people might come in and think you can switch things around or bend it or stretch it, and you can't, period. We all are have to adhere to the same laws.
Yes.
Okay.
Like it or love it, we got to do it.
Got to do it. Okay. And number 2, the legal system is a process.
Yes. It is a process, and sometimes it can be a frustrating process. And, you know, as much as our clients are frustrated with the process, we are too.
Right.
You know, because, you know, there are things that could be streamlined better, but unfortunately, we have to operate in the system that we are right now.
Right.
So for divorce proceedings, there's a lot of time that can last between, you know, before the case can even, you know, before you can conclude the case.
Right.
It could take a year or even a year and a half,
yes,
just by going through the system and processes that you have in place. So we like to tell our clients, please be very patient with us. And we are working as hard as we can for the case, but we have to follow those steps, and we cannot skip, you know, we cannot, what's in monopoly term, what is it, you know, skip step 5 and go directly to jail. You know, you have to follow the steps that are in place.
Absolutely. Okay, so it's a process. And number 3, attorneys are not miracle workers. Sometimes all you can do is mitigate their damages.
Correct. And you will hear other attorneys say quite often, I'm a lawyer, not a magician. I wish we could change the facts.
I like that.
Oh, we just have to deal with the facts as they are when we come. We didn't create the situation. We're doing our best to try and get you out of it and get your case resolved with the best result possible. But we didn't create the facts. We didn't create the laws. We're just trying to do the best we can with what we have.
Right. Okay. And number 4, self-help is not good help.
Yes. So many times people try to do it themselves, you know, especially in the family law realm. You know, just because the forms are available online, and if you go down to the clerk's office, they give you a package of forms to fill out, and you can go about doing the process yourself. Unfortunately, what we find is that after the fact, it tends to be more expensive for us to fix the problems that you've created by trying to do it yourself. You know, I always tell clients this, you know, you would never try to operate on yourself. You go see a doctor, you know, and if you do not know anything about cars, you would not try to fix it yourself, because what do? You may move things around. Now it's going to cost you more money for the mechanic to go through it, to diagnose the problems and fix not only the initial problem, but also all of the problems that you caused with it.
Oh my, and that's so true, because they're certified mechanics, and you have a law degree.
Yes.
I don't have a law degree. Any common Joe that has a problem out there, they just don't have one, so
Yes.
they can't go defend themselves and all those things. So I think that's important. And number 5, jail. I love this term, everyone. It's jailhouse lawyers.
Yes.
You really don't want to listen to the case results from other people, correct?
Correct. And it kind of goes to what Gashard was saying just now. You can do it yourself, and maybe it's because attorneys, we make things look easy, but people always think, I can go in, I can do a better job than you, I can do this myself. Or people will tell you, whether it's criminal law, family law, it doesn't really matter. You'll have friends, family members, other defendants that are going through the same situation that are trying to tell you what you should be doing in your case when they have no idea of what they're talking about. And they're often giving you wrong information or information that applies to another state, but it doesn't work here in Florida. So always listen to an attorney that's licensed in the state with the case that you're dealing with.
Oh, that's great advice, because I do think someone will say, well, this happened to so-and-so, and oh, this happened to me. Well, and you did say you had a response for that before the segment. What is it that you tell them when they say something like that to you?
Oh my gosh, they just don't realize that every case is different.
Right.
Every person's situation is different. And if I was dealing with that defendant and I got that result for him, that was great. But that may not be possible in your case. So they just don't understand that, and it's frustrating.
Yes. And if they're in jail, then how are they going to give you advice?
Exactly.
They're in jail.
Especially the ones that are in jail. They're in jail for a reason.
Yes,
and if they
absolutely.
knew the law, they wouldn't be in jail on their own case.
Yes.
And then another thing to add to that too, it's you can, even if you have similar facts in the case, in different cases, well, in a criminal case, you may have a different prosecutor, a different assistant state attorney on the side. And just because they're in the same office doesn't mean that they operate the same.
Exactly.
One person may give you a plea offer that does not involve jail time, and then looking at the same case, you put a new prosecutor in there, they give you a plea offer with the jail time offer.
Exactly.
And
so totally different.
Totally different.
You
and
can't even compare.
Yes, and in family cases, same thing goes as well.
Right.
You could be working with an attorney on the other side who's more of a traditional, I guess you would say, bulldog of an attorney.
Correct.
Or you can work with an attorney that knows that the process, it's all about the kids and put the children first.
Exactly.
And then makes it a lot easier to work with. So every case is different.
Exactly. Now, for more information, you can go to hereforyoulaw.com. They have a special offer, and this special offer is mention the Morning Blend and receive a free consultation and a 20% discount. All you have to do is call 239-288-7664, and you can talk to Janice or Gishard, and they'll get you the information you need. Thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Again, I love that those lawyers, those are the lawyers you want to be friends with, right?
I know,
you want to
I
go have
know.
dinner at their house.
So true.
I know.
Especially
They're just
those
sweet,
two.
passionate people.
They really
and, really just in it to kind of help people and really get the best outcomes
And like they
for
said,
families.
you do want to call the professionals. Don't try to take care of that yourself.
Yeah, I love it. Don't get the advice from people that are already in jail. They did something wrong.
Not a good idea.
All right. Have a great Monday. Have a great week, everybody. We, of course, will see you tomorrow.
Thanks for being with us.